What's with... No one's moving.
Mia, is this...
It has to be. Though I've never seen this power before.
You think it's... Shania?
You know where to go?
Over there.
Well, considering the last set of cutscenes, my controller put up a bit of a fuss. Changing out my controller. Go. Probably should have done that earlier. So, console S, Shania can freeze everyone? I'm sorry to hear about that, Guzma.
Still warm. Hey, guys! They're still alive!
Are you certain? Looks like she's right. Indeed. Their vitals seem to be fine.
I can see them breathing, very faintly.
Perhaps there's still time. Hurry!
It breaks my heart to see the city in this state.
Everyone's all frozen and
Defeat
stuff.
Mobius, stuff will go back to normal, right?
Oh, hi, you're here? But yeah, off stream would probably be like the better thingamabob for something like that if it's something like super serious there. Oh, but some of the automatons are still fighting, it seems like. Everyone's just all frozen. Everyone's been paused.
It's right down this way.
Like if it's something just like memey and silly and not super serious, like you could probably mention it, but like if it's something like actually like serious mode engaged, then maybe not the best environment. I don't know.
Mother! You got to her too. Shania. What do you think, Gondor? Isn't it a work of art? Shania. Did you do this? Tell me!
Being Mobius. It's just incredible.
Excuse me?
I have control. Just look, I can freeze everything in its place. Humans and objects. Exactly like a painting on a canvas.
That's it. That's why you made everyone stop.
I even have the power to stop the very flow of air itself. What do you think might happen if I do that?
You dare.
It's a real sight to behold, eh, Gondor? I could almost paint it right now.
What the hell are you doing this for? What are you after?
You're asking that now? You know why, Gondor. I want to tear it all down. This city, and you lot too. And then I'll repaint it all in my own hue. A nice red will do. A vivid blood red.
Shania.
That's right, you just keep on glaring. Enjoy cursing your own helplessness.
Can't move.
Noah!
Yeah.
You can't beat us. We've been through far worse than this. You've got to set these people free, Shania.
Just like what you did at the castle. Huh? Oh, you Ouroboros really are infuriating little weevils.
And yet, you spent how long trying to be one? What happened to your dream?
Like hell. I said I want it gone. It all belongs in the garbage. Your lives, this world.
If you hate it so much, if you really hate this world, you trying to tear it down yourself? Change it with your own hands.
I told you, I'll wreck every last
You can
thing.
do it differently. There's still a way you can change. And that way, the world will fall away by itself. It'll all change.
You've got it easy, Senna. Bet life's been cushy for you. Get off your high horse.
You've got it all wrong. All I'm trying to say is,
I'm not the same as you. We're nothing alike.
and that's why you became Mobius? Afraid it was a waste of effort. You're still nowhere near our equal.
What?
Couldn't live up to House Fandom, could ya? Yeah, we were gifted. House Freed couldn't hold a candle to us.
So, you admit it then?
If that's what you want to think, then bring it. I'll show you what's different once you get a taste of my fists. Or are you gonna wimp out? Lose this one, and you won't have anywhere left to call home. Gondor?
Okay, well, we have like the Sorrow battle theme, it seems. But sounds like a bit of a gay old time was had there. Yeah, I would have just been flattered in that situation. Also, I think that in just the main game alone, oh my goodness, it actually just straight up freezes some of us. If we're dealing with like the main game alone, I feel like Shania was really lacking. But now doing Senna's side story, I feel like it makes a lot more sense. Because main game, it was just like, Gondor was just like, stop being exactly like me. And we didn't really understand why Shania was trying to do that. And it's like, wow, this character feels kind of unfinished. But now we see why that was. Because her mother was like, you're not number one like all of our family always was. Number one was that Gondor person, the Van Dams. Why can't you be like them? So she started trying to be like Gondor for that reason. And in that way, you know, the world, the people around her kind of turned her into a villain. Probably wouldn't have taken like the villainous path otherwise. Probably would have been like a perfectly fine, wholesome person. But the people that surrounded her kind of turned her into a villain where nothing she did was good enough. Anyway, let's do this. But yeah, but what you mean? But if he was a super good-looking guy in some other universe out there, you might be saying like, thank God that you're gay instead and available for that. Who knows? Maybe there's some parallel universe where it's the opposite, and you would have been like, so, if he was like 10 to 20 years old, then yeah, then even if you were, that's not a super great there. Sure, let's do this. Is what we'll do. I just now noticed, I think the direction the eyes come in from is like based off of like what side they're on, Kevis or Agnes. And the reason why I think that is because like this character who's a city class, her eyes came up right from the center. What's your thing, Rob? When chosen, assures self-reactivation in addition to the number of reactivations. That's actually kind of cool. But yeah, I guess no one's gonna get like the +5 kind of bonus there. But yeah, that would have I can understand how that kind of thing would be a bit discomforting though. That I can understand there. So you have side daze, front attack, blowdown. Interesting. Let's just Falcon kick like that, I guess. So we'll get both of our characters back here. You could say avalanche onslaught. Let's see it. All right, punch that Mobius ace. All right, neat. And then I don't know, freaking sure, let's do this. How about? But yeah, and okie doke there, Goose. But yeah, that certainly sounds like a bit of a strange situation, huh? Can we put on bleed? Nope, sucks to suck. Sucks to suck, man. Break. Darn you. Darn you with the resist. I can't believe you've done this. All right. Get you with the knockoff sword of the creator here. The super crit thing. Yeah, those are some pretty big numbers on the screen there. Look at it.
Do you think this plan might work?
Yeah, let's use Lance's thinking muscles here. is what we can do. I don't know, let's try Comet Punch for funsies. Bam. Give it a bit of a go for fun. And then, I don't know. Then we like do this. But yeah, I've been pretty alright. I've been balancing a bunch of stuff with the university with the new semester. There's been a small part of me that's been thinking about, you know, not putting too many more new games on my shoulders. Maybe just like new stuff that's coming out that interests me. Because things with the university are getting like quite busy already. Like maybe it'll slow down a little bit considering I'm putting like some extra stuff on my shoulders starting out. we shall see there. I've been talking during the stream a little bit about university stuff going on. I don't think I've talked about like updates on the truck yet. I might have did I talk about the truck a little bit during the last stream? I don't remember. Yeah, I'm sort of about to finish a bunch, sort of. Like, this game we're about to finish, I want to do like a lot of the post-game content, so maybe we'll actually finish this game tonight, and then I can take this at a lot more relaxed pace, just kind of doing it like on the side whenever I feel like it, instead of committing to like the story. Maybe. That's what I might start doing. Sure, let's try the top one then. Bam. Cool. Give it a bit of a go. So yeah, this is about to be finished off, and then I'll take, you know, the post-game stuff at a more relaxed pace. Live Alive I should be able to do in like 2 or 3 more sessions, but yeah, I will, it'll have to be Twitch exclusive just because, you know, the sketchiness with that there. I'm thinking that I might just make a YouTube video like announcing it, being like, hey, anyone that was interested in that, yeah, it's Twitch exclusive, sorry, but Square Enix is kind of being like big jerks about copyright. Nier Replicant probably has a good way to go. I have actually beaten it as of the last stream, but the game has like multiple endings, and you need to get the multiple endings to like understand it. So I've gotten ending A. Apparently it takes like about 20-ish hours to get to the first ending, and that's what I've gotten. And I looked up how long it takes to get to the other endings from there. Apparently, like, the next ending is gonna take like 3 to 6 hours, and then the ending after that is another 3 to 6 hours. So each of the subsequent endings can take like 1 to 2 streams, and then the endings after that I think take even shorter. I think is what I was seeing from like estimates when I was looking it up online and stuff. So yeah, Nier Replicant I'd say is about halfway done is the case. It's a weird multiple ending situation thing. Then there's, you know, then there's freaking Tales of Symphonia, which we'll see what's going on with that. I still haven't reached out to like other people to ask if, you know, to ask about doing that, because, you know, crazy stuff keeping me busy has been the case, so I'll worry about that a little bit later. Will be the case. Minecraft stuff I'm not able to commit to all that well, but yeah, the main 3 stream things right now are Xenoblade 3, Nier Replicant, Live Alive. Splatoon 3 is coming out tomorrow morning, but like the campaigns in Splatoon are always like really short, so that should be pretty easy peasy. That shouldn't take super long, I would imagine. And then there's a bunch of things in October. In October, for the things coming out on the Switch that I wanted to stream, there's Nier Automata, which hopefully I will have like fully beaten Replicant by that point. There's Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope, and there's Persona 5 releasing on the Switch. So there's a bunch of things in October, and I might be away for like a decent bit of October. But yeah, and finishing this game this stream, I'll be down for doing a stream session with you discussing after the thoughts of Xenoblade 3 sometime this weekend, you mean? Maybe. I have a lot of readings to do this weekend. In my, I was mentioning it earlier this stream, but in my history class, there's a lot of reading to do for each week, essentially. So each week we're assigned like a reading to do in preparation for like the 3-hour class each week to discuss. And each person is assigned like some week throughout the semester to like lead the discussion and have like several discussion questions. Wow, I think that's the most damage I've done in a chain attack yet. That was pretty crazy. And well, I decided to do the absolutely insane thing and volunteer to be the very first person to go. So I have to read like 6 chapters of like pretty lengthy stuff for 1 week from now for me to be like the very first person in the class leading discussion along. So I'm probably going to be spending a lot of my weekend reading, honestly, because I'm going to be the very first person in the class doing this, because I'm out of my mind and I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone after, you know, so long of being shackled like this by social anxiety that I'm trying to like get out there more, and I'm trying to be more of like my stream personality in person, and like being out and doing things and not just like hiding away and never speaking, you know. So I'm getting out of my comfort zone. So So that's kind of why I volunteered to be the very first person to go. Is the case, am I really launched? Oh, there we go. So it's a little bit sketchy there. Also, another one of my content creator friendos who's played Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Mika Blaze. I remember last time he was in here, I mentioned it to him like, hey, are you interested in like a multiple content creator thingamabob discussion of Xenoblade 3? And he was like, yeah. So if it works out with Mika Blaze as well, I don't know if I know any other content creators that would be interested in discussing Xenoblade 3, but if it is possible to do like a group like content creator thing discussing Xenoblade 3, I think that'd be really cool. See like what kind of a content creator group we could get together, but it almost certainly cannot be this weekend. I gotta remove a pier from a lake and then do a bazillion readings.
I can't lose this! If I screw this one up, there's no place for me left in this world!
How do you still not get the message?
What? How did I'm Mobius. Gondor. I did it. I really became Mobius.
Thought I told you. Your calling, it isn't this stuff. Oh, didn't know you could paint like that.
No, this isn't.
Come on, show me some more. Ooh. Hey, this is your dad, right? Ha, and this one's my stinky old man, eh? It looks just like him. You're bloody good. But why them?
'Cause I want to be like them someday. Protecting the city. Everyone looking up to me.
That your dream? Not sure you need to be worrying about something like that.
Huh?
They're just a bunch of old fogies. Just be true to yourself. Bet none of those farts could make art like this. This should be your calling.
Same as with Yoren.
You're saying that now? No one, not even once, has ever expected that from me.
You sure about that? 'Cause I know someone. You were wanted.
Is that Titania's gun, Shania?
Yeah. She's not around anymore. I have to do what I can.
Shania, put it down.
Huh?
Put the gun down.
Okay.
Wouldn't you prefer something a little more like this?
Huh? But...
Daddy just wants to see his daughter enjoying doing the things she loves the most.
Papa...
Go on.
You hate it, right? Your name? Why not ditch it?
Like that's an option. Much as I whine about it, it makes me feel connected wherever I am. It's special because it's the name she gave me. Kinda the same as your talent.
Sounds nice. I like it.
Shania.
We'll make that world. Ourselves. We'll make it real.
Oh, do stop. You're wasting your time with that.
Huh?
How much longer will you drag our family's name through the mud? So she met her end as our Mobius. Please. What a pathetic child.
Say that again!
Monica. What now?
I thought maybe parents would be closer to their kids somehow. Like that warmth we felt would go on throughout their lives. I thought that might have been the answer we were looking for.
It's an illusion. It's a fact of life that the child is born of the parent. But that's all it is.
So everything that we're trying to achieve, is that an illusion too? It's all just a big lie?
Senna.
Whether it ends in a lie or not is up to you. We all have to crawl face down in the mud, believing we'll come out smiling.
Mother.
Table set, by the way.
Huh?
Let's fill up that tum.
Sounds nice. I like it.
You think Shania was able to smile?
Next time round, she'll be fine.
But Gondor, she doesn't get next time round. Say was attacked by Shania, now her several Mobius, the last party. Wait, the last the party sees of her before she vanishes is a smile.
I see some relations have changed.
I do have to say, during the main story, my interpretation of Shania was I didn't have a very good impression of her because I was like, oh, well, this is a character that is the way that she is kind of for plot convenience. It kind of delves into a little bit about like Gondor being like, oh, don't copy me, do your own thing. And now she's like you know, evil and stuff, but that's not enough to make it like convincing and real. Gosh dang you, Gray. I was gonna talk to you and see the new thing that you had to say. But after that side quest, I can now consider Shania like a real true character, you know, and a character that I actually now feel as a good important character to like the plot of this game and the arguments that it makes, you know, instead of the main game stuff alone where, you know, she just felt like, you know, convenient antagonist who's feeling this way because we gotta have somebody to take this role and do this thing. But after that side story, it's like, okay, now you've made it believable. Now you've made it mean something. Now I can get behind it. I appreciated that side story. I like that one. Why? Nisik? Who's Nisik? Ah, pass to somebody else if you got nothing better to do.
See, some relations have changed.
Is there a, what? What? I couldn't move my cursor for a hot second. I was about to say, would this like connect to Shania in some way, but I guess not. Oh, yes, it does, because Shania's like there. Yeah, I mean, all the character side stories, all the side story for like the main 6 characters do feel like they belong as like actual proper story content is the thing. Also, looking at Vandom there, something really interesting I found out. Yeah, just have like Senna's side story be mandatory. I wouldn't have minded that. Like that did feel pretty important there, because otherwise I would have beaten this game being like, wow, Shania sucks as a character. But after having done that side quest, it's like, wow, Shania is a really well-written character, you know? But I wouldn't have thought that if I beat the game without doing that. Rosetta seems so kind. She give Drum Drum many torpedo rap, but tastes such as filling. Rosetta also tell Drum Drum to turn deaf ear towards Otherpawn. So that's what happened. That's how the sentry got broken. Correct. Drum Drum was set up by setting up of setup. Such rotten double dealing. Drum Drum is scared of human now.
See, some relations have
There's other things to say. Literally, chapter 6 is just Cloud keeping those Nia's quests, but there's side quest. Well, I mean, chapter 6 is like the half an hour of cutscenes at the beginning. Chapter 5 ends with like half an hour of cutscenes, and then chapter 6 opens with like half an hour of cutscenes for the most part, and like some boss battles there. And then it's like some talk about the city and then the previous city, and then go to the Cloud Keep, fight Mobius DJ, and then bam, that's chapter 6. So it is definitely a real short there in terms of what's actually going on there. I definitely wouldn't have minded like Senna's side story being mandatory, you know, during chapter 6. So how's the condition of bravery? If the furnace is experimental type, please not use in a way that is too silly. It is based on blueprint Masterpon get from someplace or other. Currently reliability is not fully known. What have you got us riding around on here, Drum Drum? Drum Drum best recommendation, not think too hard about it. But yeah, that too, but most of it is so short, it's just cuts. Yeah, well, there's chapter 6, if you're going through it at a pretty brisk pace, there's probably more cutscene than gameplay in chapter 6, if I had to guess, honestly. Most likely. Let's see here. Also, I was just about to say, like, after seeing the affinity chart there, I was recently watching a video that was like pointing out like all the connections that could be spotted between this game and Xenoblade 1 and 2. And something very interesting that I didn't realize is the Vandam in this game, he, you know, he's fighting with some allies there at the beginning in that scene, and they wind up dying, and he, you know, starts fighting on his own. And he's like, you, Zuo, you. Apparently, you and Zuo were the names of, like, Vandam's 2 helpers in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So it's like, what? What is going on here? Like, is this just, like, a fun little callback to the previous Vandam? Because not only does he share the name Vandam with, you know, Vandam from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but his, like, right and left-hand men are you and Zuro, just like in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So, it makes me wonder if there's something else going on here. He has the exact same scar on his face. Did Zeke have an X scar on his face? He had like a scar. Was it an X one per se? But what I find really intriguing is that like the companions were like the same name there. Makes me wonder if like when these worlds came together, if there was like some weird situation of I don't know, respawning some people that were already dead, so like Vandam, and that was that. I don't know. It just seems like a really weird detail for them to do, for him to have like the exact same like 2 main companion dudos, you know? I just find that, what? Okay, well, I guess I'm not doing that there. Is the case. So, huh? So how do I get there? Where was like the furthest? It was here. This was the furthest that I was at. But yeah, he has the eye patch, but his hair is also the same color too. Huh. Seems rather intriguing. Also, I'm gonna really quickly, since I guess we are probably gonna finish it off tonight, it's seeming like I'm gonna take like a brief BRB break is what I'm going to do, because I was actually a little bit more on top of like drinking fluids today for once. So I'm gonna go use the washroom really quickly, because it's good to get freaking fluid circulation stuff as I was doing earlier today. And I don't know how long this finale is gonna be, but I don't have to, you know, use it too particularly right now, but I just worry that I'll need to like during the finale. So I'm just like playing it safe here is what I'm doing, because I'm not gonna want to stop when that happens. So BRB, be back in a hot ticker.